Hi, all you healthy humans. Welcome to New Leaf Table TV. I'm your host, Chef E, and today we're making chicken tortilla soup. This is not your average tortilla soup. This New Leaf Table spin has tons of veggies, lots of flavor, and mineral-rich bone broth. It's comfort food with a clean, modern twist. So first off, we have a pound of chicken thighs. We also have bell pepper, 3 carrots, a jalapeno, and 4 radishes. So radishes are packed with vitamin C. They also contain sulfur compounds, which is great for detoxing your body. We're also using 1 diced red onion. We also have 2 fresh limes, 6 cloves of fresh garlic, a can of fire-roasted diced tomatoes. We're also using a salsa verde. We really like this brand, Tatamata, because the ingredients are super clean. So a salsa verde is just made from tomatillos, which are unripe tomatoes. They're packed with vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants, and they also help to boost your metabolism. We're also using a can of black beans. We have all of our Mexican seasonings. So we're using coriander. So coriander is actually cilantro, but it's the whole plant ground up, the leaves, the stems, and the seeds. Coriander actually helps detox heavy metals from your body. We're also using cumin, smoked paprika, chili powder, and chipotle powder, some fresh cilantro, olive oil, salt, and pepper. To top, we're gonna use some raw cheddar cheese, as well as avocado, some Greek yogurt. We're also gonna top with these masa chips. So we really like this brand masa. It's linked in our shop because they use nixtamalized corn, which is just corn that has unlocked a lot of the amino acids and minerals, usually soaked in lime juice, so it makes it alkalized. It's easier to digest and usually contains more fiber. And because it's corn, it is naturally gluten-free. This brand also uses really clean ingredients and cooks their chips in beef tallow. So let's get started. Okay, to start, go ahead and take a large stock pot. And we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of olive oil and turn it on medium-high heat. Now I'm gonna add my diced red onion. And I'll let these soften up while I chop the rest of my veggies. Okay, I'm gonna chop up my red bell pepper. Okay, now add your bell pepper straight to your onions. Now I'm gonna chop up my carrots. And add them in with my bell pepper and onions. Now I'm gonna chop up my radishes. Make sure and stir everything so your onions don't get too brown. Go ahead and add your radishes right to your pan. And lastly, we're gonna chop up and add 1 jalapeno pepper. add this straight to our pan. Now we're just gonna give this a stir and let these veggies soften up for 3 to 4 minutes. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add 6 cloves of freshly minced garlic. Now we're gonna add all of our spices. So coriander, cumin, smoked paprika, chili powder, chipotle powder, and salt and pepper. Now give this a stir and let these seasonings get nice and fragrant for about 1 minute. Now we're gonna add our can of fire roasted tomatoes, our 1 can of black beans, our cup of salsa verde, and 4 cups of bone broth. I'll stir all this to combine. Now I'm gonna add my chicken thighs directly to my soup, and then I'm gonna bring everything to a boil, let the chicken cook and our flavors combine, then we'll remove the cooked chicken, shred it, and add it back to our soup. Okay, while our soup is boiling, let's go ahead and prepare our toppings. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my limes in half. We're just gonna juice these guys into our soup. I'm gonna cut up my cilantro for topping. I'm gonna go ahead and slice up my avocado. And I'm gonna go ahead and grate up some of my raw cheddar cheese. Okay, now we just wait for our soup to boil and simmer. Okay, our chicken is boiling. Now let's turn it down to simmer, cover it, and let it sit for 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, so let's get our chicken out and we'll let it cool for a minute before we shred it. Okay, I'm gonna use my shredding tools to go ahead and shred my chicken. You could also just use 2 forks or whatever you have on hand. Now I'm gonna add my shredded chicken right back to my pot. Now I'm gonna add my lime juice from 2 limes. And add my chopped cilantro. Now give everything a stir and check to see if you need any additional salt and pepper. Look at all those beautiful colors. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna add just a little more salt. Alrighty, we're ready to get everything plated up. Go ahead and spoon it into your bowl. And top with your Greek yogurt, shredded cheddar cheese, avocado, and add a few tortilla chips on the side. There you have it, folks, our chicken tortilla soup. Thanks for watching New Leaf Table TV. Until we dine again, farewell, healthy humans. To subscribe to New Leaf Table's meal service with 4 new featured meals every week and easy delivery through your existing Amazon Prime membership, visit our website at newleaftable.com. And also, please like this video and hit the subscribe button to follow our YouTube channel. You're like, how's your mind? And I'm like, well, it's just, it could go either way.
You ready?
So we have 4 tablespoons. 4 tables. This is 4 tablespoons. That's not what I want to start with anyway. We're also using a bell pepper, 3 carrots. Okay, there's a hair. It's right there. It's like the Princess and the Pea. It's like tickling the back of my arm. 6 cloves of fresh garlic, a can of fire roasted tomatoes. I almost said carrots.
Nice.
They're packed with vitamin C, potassium, freaking G's. Okay. They're packed with vitamin D, C. My brain has now moved on to the next letter. And next, we have all of our Spanish seasonings. Spanish, Mexican. Okay, I didn't want to, I'm like, is Mexican PC?
Country.
Oh no. I dropped part of it in the trash. We lost some carrot. So many runaway carrots. Now give this a stir and let these seasonings. Let's get our chicken out and we'll let it cool for a minute before we shred it.